Feeling overwhelmed by tasks or unsure how to organize your days? This video is for you. Today I'll walk you through a simple bullet journal setup that's designed to boost your productivity while staying beautifully minimal and calming. Before we dive in, here are a few of my favorite journaling essentials I always reach for. A couple of reliable pens, perfect for minimal layouts. If you're new here, welcome to Honeydew Journal, where we blend creativity with intention. Now with everything ready, let's open up a fresh journal for the new year. I always begin by personalizing the first page, just my name surrounded by soft, playful doodles. It's a small touch, but it instantly makes the journal feel like home. Even though the year's already started, there's never a wrong time to begin. A new page is a new start, no matter the date. Next, I trace some basic lines to prep my layout. Clean edges always give structure before the creativity begins. Then I moved on to one of my favorite parts, making simple circular cutouts in yellow and black. These little accents add a pop of personality without overwhelming the page. I always began with the monthly spread, so it gives me a big picture view of important dates and deadlines. I like to keep it clean and uncluttered, just enough space for events and reminders. This month at a glance calendar gives me structure for the weeks ahead. I keep it minimal but functional. It helps me see all weeks clearly without feeling submerged with responsibilities. Now, before we go any further, I wanted to share something personal with you. Over the past few months, I took a break from YouTube, not by choice, but out of necessity. I had a C-section while delivering my baby boy. It was one of the most physically and emotionally challenging times of my life. Recovery was slow and painful even, but with time healing came. And today I'm back with a fresh mindset, full of energy and so much excitement to share more with you. From now on, you can expect a brand new video every Monday at 6 p.m. So if journaling, creativity and slow living inspires you, I'd love to have you on this journey with me. Also, if you are a parent, especially a mom, I truly appreciate any parenting advice you like to share. I'm learning as I go and would love to hear your stories. Let's get back to the journal. Right next to the calendar, I created a goal spread. Setting goals this way helps me stay aligned with all the areas of my life, not just the to-dos, but the things that truly matters. Once my goals are mapped out, the next step is turning those intentions into manageable actions. That's where my weekly spreads come in. I've kept this section very minimal. Each week is divided into simple horizontal rows, one for each day. No boxes, no heavy lines, no pressure to make it perfect. Just enough space to write down the top priorities for each day. Things I want to get done rather than a long list of shoulds. This system helps me stay grounded when I sit down to plan. I'm not trying to fill every hour. Instead, I ask myself what truly needs my attention today. Then I just write that and let go of the rest. I also leave a bit of extra space under the last week for a note, a reminder, or something that made me smile. Journaling doesn't have to be rigid. It can be soft, it can hold space for you instead of asking more from you. After laying out the weeks, I wanted to carve out a space for more long-term artistic planning, so I created something a little special, a touch drawer spread. If you haven't used one before, a touch drawer is a journaling technique where you cut part of the page to create a flap. On this side, I've set up a simple video planner log for my YouTube content. It includes only the titles, no scripts, no details, just a list to keep me anchored and motivated. This space holds the videos I plan to share over the next 2-3 months. If you're working on any long-term goals, whether it's writing, content, learning, or self-care, a minimal planning log like this can make a big difference. It keeps your ideas visible and your intentions alive. Next in my setup is one of my favorite tools for mindful productivity. It is the classic habit tracker. I've kept it simple and structured using a clean grid layout. There are 5 key habits. The first habit is waking up early, not necessarily at 5 a.m. but early enough to give myself a quiet morning. The second habit might sound a little strange, no phone till 10 a.m. but for me it's about putting boundaries around distractions. Next is exercise, even if it's light stretching or a walk. Then there's tomorrow's prep, one of the most underrated ways to stay productive. Laying out clothes or prepping meals help me feel more in control and less rushed. Finally, I'm tracking my focus days, where I fully commit one key task without switching between 100 things. You don't have to be perfect with habits. The magic is in awareness, in noticing your patterns and showing up anyway. After setting daily rhythms with my habit tracker, I move into something a little more project-based, my course and key spread. This layout is actually connected to the YouTube planner log we created earlier in the touch drawer layout. It's designed to help me stay on track with each video without feeling overwhelmed. The upper rectangle is the course where I have listed down the upcoming videos, and beside each one I'll be ticking off tiny letters to show my progress step by step. Each letter represents a specific step in the video making process. For example, R for research, P for planning, D for drawing, and C for color palette, etc. Instead of waiting until a video is fully done, I can track my momentum with these smaller wins. Below that, I created the key, a simple reference to remind me what letter means. Whether you're filming videos, writing a book, launching a business, or studying for exams, a course and key layout helps turn big ideas into focused action. Once I've mapped out my project step by step, I like to focus on how I'll get those steps done, and that's where my Pomodoro tracker comes in, a method that helps me work with focus without burning out. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that breaks work into focused chunks, usually 25 minutes of work followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 sessions, you take a longer 15 to 30 minutes break. Each 25-minute session is called a Pomodoro. The beauty of it is that it gives you a clear start, a clear stop, and no pressure to hustle endlessly. In this spread, I've created a Pomodoro tracker where I can log each session with a tick mark. Whether I'm working on a YouTube video, tidying the house, reading, or even planning meals, I can say just one Pomodoro, and often that's all I need to get started. Sometimes we overestimate what can be done in a day and underestimate the power of just 25 focused minutes. This system is especially helpful if you are a multitasking mom, a student, a workaholic, or someone juggling home and creative life. Really, after all the planning, the doing, the tracking, I like to pause, to breathe, to look back. So my last spread for this setup is productivity reflection, a gentle check-in with myself and an honest conversation about how things really went. At the end of each week, I pause, I ask myself 3 simple questions: what worked, what didn't, and how can I improve. I've dedicated 4 rectangular boxes, one for each week of the month. Maybe one week I stayed consistent with my habits, maybe another week I struggled with time or energy, but writing it down helps me notice patterns, gives me grace for the messy parts. At the left side, I revisited those same questions from the monthly perspective. Whether you're working from home, managing a household, studying, or running a business, taking a moment to reflect can help you realign, reset, and go with purpose. When we pause to ask these questions, we give ourselves the gift of intention. We stop running on autopilot and we start choosing how we live. So that was my bullet journal setup for productivity. A space to plan, track, reflect, and grow. If this inspired you to start your own journal or tweak your current one, let me know in the comments. I'd love to see how you make it your own. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell. I post new videos every Monday 6 p.m. and I'd love to have you on this journey with me. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and stay intentional.